So dear students, in the last class we have discussed about implementation of the stacks. So taking a quick recap on the last class, we'll move to the next concept. So a stack is basically order of or collection of linear elements where each element is inserted and removed from the same end, that is called as the top of the stack. So stacks can be implemented in the memory using the two concepts that we have, is an array representation and the linked list representation. So in today's class, we'll be having a look on how the array representation for the stack will look like. So stack as an array. As you already know, array is a collection of homogeneous elements where all the elements are stored one after another in some sequence or in some consecutive memory allocation. So implementing the stack is done by the arrays. So an array is used to store the data elements or the data. So an integer type of variable, usually we'll call it as the top. You can give it another name also. But while characterizing the stack, we will say insertion and deletion takes place from the same end, that is called as the top of the stack. So an integer variable top will be taken, which will be pointing to the top of the stack or the element which is recently inserted. So the variable top contains the index numbers. As you already know, the index number begins with 0 and 1. Okay, and goes to n minus 1. So it begins with 0, goes to n minus 1 index. So topmost element will be filled, so index number will be pointing to the top element or top will be pointing to the index. So in this example you can see 1, 2, 3 elements are there, but the top value is pointing to 2, that is the index value of the array. So insertion and deletion takes place from the same end, that is top of the stack. Now the perform of two operations, that is push and pop, is of most important task in the stacks. So push operation we will be seeing. In the previous lecture you have seen push is nothing but inserting an element at the top of the stack. It accepts an item to be pushed or inserted and does not return any value. So initially when the stack is being created, the stack will be empty. That means it will not have any values stored within it, or the data items or the elements stored within the stack. So in that scenario, the top value will be equal to -1 if the stack is empty. So then if the stack is empty, insertion is possible. Insertion is not possible if the stack is full. We'll see how to write the condition. So the very first thing that we will see in the stack is creating a new stack or empty stack, which is created by the stack operation. Initially when the stack is empty, the top can have any integer value rather than any index number, that is from 0 to n minus 1. Apart from that, it can have any value. So 0 to n minus 1 values cannot be included, so we'll go to the negative scale. So in the negative scale, where the first value we have is the -1, so top value will be initialized to -1 when the stack doesn't contain any elements or stack is empty. The first element in the empty stack goes to the 0th position, as you can see over here. Top will be increased by 1, so -1 increased by 1, it will become 0. If the name of the array is stack, we will be inserting stack of 0 is equals to 1, that is the element that we need to insert. This is the element. So I can even say it as stack of top. Instead of 0 over here, I can write it as top, because top value is represented as 0. So the 0th position of the array, the top will be initialized to value 0 and the element will be inserted. After this, every push operation you need to perform, you have to increase the value of the top by 1 and insert the new data at that particular position. So before the push has to be done or before the value has to be inserted, you see in both this diagram, the value of the top is updated from -1 to 0, from 0 to 1. So updation has to be done first, then inserting the element can be done at that particular top value. So the new data item has to be inserted after the updation of the stack. So this says, after this, every push operation increases the top value by 1 and the new insert or the insert new data at the particular position of the top of the stack. So from this we have understood, initially top value will be equal to -1. The very first element will be indexed 0. Every time we perform a push operation, the top value should be increased by 1. Now how long this is going to happen, that is inserting an item into the stack? There is certain limit because array are fixed in size, that is static in nature. There is something called as overflow, and because we are dealing with the stack operation, we will consider it as the stack overflow condition. So considering this, as an array is or a fixed length, elements cannot be inserted beyond the maximum size. Suppose the size of the array is 5, you cannot insert 6 elements into the stack. Suppose the size of the stack is 25, you cannot insert more than 25 elements. So that is, you need to put a condition and check to see whether the stack is full or overflow or not. What will happen if it is overflow? The data cannot be inserted. Okay, it looks like as if you are doing the operation, but it will not be stored inside the memory. Just like you have seen in the diagram over here. If I am trying to fill the concept, okay, over concept again and again, if I try to take 2 hours, 3 hours of class, you will get your brain overflow. You will not be able to catch the concepts. So pushing the data beyond the maximum size of the stack results into stack overflow. Now in this example you see 1, 2, 3. The size of the array is 3. I cannot insert 4 elements into the array or the stack because the overflow occurs. Okay. So trying to insert the values beyond the memory size makes it stack overflow. Considering push operation explained in a proper way, how the stack overflow condition or stack full happens. Initially at the very first we'll be having stack is empty. So the top value will be equal to -1. Then top value will be increased by 1, it will become 0. Then we'll be inserting the value called 10. So element 10 is been inserted. So after the second step, we'll move to the third step. Top value will be increased by 1, it will become 1 from 0. We will push the item called 20. So 20, that will top will be pointing to the index 1. After the push 20, we will go for the next possible value where top will be increased by 1 from 1. If it is increased by 1, it will become 2. We need to push the value called 30 into the stack. Then 30 will be inserted. So this will happen as long as the top value has not reached to n minus 1, where n is nothing but size of the array minus 1. See, now top value is equals to 4. Totally 5 elements are been added. So top is equals to n minus 1. N is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. Top is equals to 4. The stack is full. No more values can be inserted. As in the last picture, you can see after inserting 50, the value of the top is 4. So the array cannot accommodate beyond its size. So This operation leads to the stack full. Now, what is the condition? How do we write it in programming? Top value, if it is equal to n minus 1, then we will consider stack as full. If top value equal to n minus 1, where n is the size of the array. So note, pushing one more element into the stack will result in overflow after the last step. So this is how the push operation need to be performed. Talking about the algorithm, which is important for the 5 marks, both the push and pop algorithm is been asked. Because we are moving to the first algorithm after the arrays, the very first statement that represents is a legend. So legend indicates what are things we are going to do and what are the different variable names and what is the algorithm is to be. Now the algorithm that we are writing is for the push operation. The name of the function is push. That takes a stack as an array, name of the array, stack. Top pointing to the element which is inserted recently. N is the size of the array, total number of elements that can be accommodated. Item is the name of the data or the data item that need to be inserted to the stack. So saying that, all this we need to explain in the legend now. Stack is an array that containing n elements and top is the pointer to point to top element of the array. See, stack n top, we are defining what it is. Then we are saying item, the element to be inserted is the one that we need to add on to the stack. So item is the name of the element to be inserted. The procedure that we are following in the algorithm is going to insert an item into the stack. So when insertion is possible, when insertion is not possible, that we need to see. So in the push operation, we cannot add the element if the stack is full. The very first condition in the step number 1, I need to check whether the stack is full or not. If it is full, I cannot insert any more element beyond the size. So I need to print a message that stack is full and I need to stop or exit from the program. So the step number 1 checks. So the condition that I have explained in the previous slide is if the value of top is equals to n minus 1, whereas when you are writing in the program, you will use double equals to sign. When in the algorithm, you will use a single. So if the top value is equals to minus 1, then, so that means the top has reached to the end. See here. Okay, total size of the array is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if top has reached to 5 minus 1, that is 4 in this condition, then the stack is full, no more insertion is possible, then we'll terminate the program. Then we'll stop or put a halt to the program. So end of if this is. In the step number 2, if the stack is not full or it has not reached to the end of the or maximum number of elements, it may be any of the case except the last diagram. It may be empty, it may consist of 1 element, 2 element, 3 element or 4 elements, not 5 elements. Then the top value must be increased by 1 first, very first step. The top value should be increased by 1 and the element, that is item, to be inserted has to be inserted into the array called stack at a position called top. So stack of top will get the value from the item. Okay, so item will be stored at the top end of the stack. So this is how the push algorithm is going to work. So the first condition is checking whether the stack is full or no. The second stage is increasing the top value by 1. The third stage is inserting the value into the or item into the top of the stack, that is stack of top is equals to item. Then after that the insertion is performed, the push operation is successfully completed. We'll stop the array. So in the next class we'll have a look on the pop operation. Thank you.